Hey you guys, so it's time for me to start pressing record more often. Yeah, because I feel like I'm learning so much. Daily, actually, hourly, compounded fractals. If you're already lost, then we're not speaking the same butterfly language. I'm playing with a piece of lapis. Y'all got some lapis? Lapis is going to help me speak today. Lapis is so beautiful. Such a healing stone for our throat chakra, right? So I recently was guided by my guides to watch a video. They do this, okay, to help us to understand when we're not getting something, okay? And so I watched a video by Lori Ladd. If you're not following Lori Ladd, I definitely recommend. I follow her on Facebook. I'm sure she has other platforms too, but LADD. Lorrie. Lori Ladd, just look it up, you'll find it. And she was recently talking about when you get in a tough situation where you've got to stand your ground, speak your truth, and where it's like could be an argument kind of a situation, and how to get through that in a way in which your higher self kind of takes over. So you can get somewhere. So you're not continuously, arguing the same points, not coming to a compromise, the blame game, who's right, who's wrong, all this bullshit, right? We realize that people are in our lives as a mirror to teach us about our own truths, right? So when we're arguing with somebody, and it's a lot of it, then it's, okay, so what is this teaching me? Boy, my ego sure has taken over in these situations because I'm super emotional, I'm super irrational, I'm super, and that's not my higher self, right? I want to live and breathe. I want to walk my talk of my higher self. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm to that point in my spiritual journey. So I realized about myself is that I've always been a fighter. A fighter for peace, though. I put in situations and me becoming the peacemaker, the middle one, the middle child, the peacemaker, always. I mean, I fought getting into this life. I almost died during birth. They said my mother or me was going to die. It was a fight coming in. And I'm releasing that timeline, programming, energy of an old way of being, because I'm, learning truths about how do you let your higher self take over? How do you do that? And Lori Ladd explained it so, my guides just took me to the spot where I'd understand it. You know who else I understand very, very, very easily? It's just clicks with my brain is Abraham Hicks. It's just find the person, find the guru, find the shaman, find the healer, find that clicks in your language, the light worker that's resonating with your heart, because your guides are guiding you there to learn about, to grow, to heal your heart. Okay. And so I took Lori's advice and I used it last night. Okay. And I did it and I feel so good about it. I feel exhilarated. Tears of joy that I could do it, that it's, that I can remain in my center when I could feel my ego wanting to become emotional, but my center was there and in charge and in control. And I didn't have to think about what I needed to say. It just come out. I just about blew that candle out. Oh, like blowing the birthday cake candles out. Oh, yes. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, Gwyn. Make your wish. Because now you're figuring it out. And that the person that kind of got into a little bit of an emotional kind of tough situation, that person was emotional and I stayed grounded. That person is still healing some things. And I'm, it's not that things were being projected to me, but I was just taking a higher stance from it. And it didn't feel like the same kind of argument. It felt like, oh, wow, I got through that really easily. I really did. And so what I'm doing is I'm in from direction from, this other video is this calling my higher self, invoking my higher self, calling my higher self in, closing my eyes, telling my ego to take the passenger seat. And what is my higher self? Well, my higher self is my breath. And when I feel that anxious fear, anger, trigger, then I'm going back to breath, and I can finally center in my breath, and then the words come easily when I'm focused on my breath. My breath is my higher self. My breath is always there, constant, loving, supporting my growth, this healing, and learning how to debate. And it doesn't have to be a battle. We can differ and come to a compromise, and we're working through it, and we're healing. We're healing each other through every experience and interaction when we connect with our higher self. Yeah. And I feel the wheels are turning, and I feel it. I feel growth, and I feel good, and I feel grounded and stable. And so I'm going to keep pressing record when I learn something, because each of us is here to teach. Each teach. That's the new thing. Each teach. It just said 6:44 on the clock when I looked up. Each teach. Each of us need to teach. Right? When we learn something. So I'm passing that info along today. I love you guys. Yep. Today's that super moon. Sagittarius. Lunar eclipse. I didn't get to see it here in Louisiana. It's super cloudy. But beautiful energies supporting your transformation. I love you, lovies. Okay? Connect with those spiritually minded people that it just resonates in your heart. Your guides are guiding you to those people. Right? I love you.